Good evening, guys. It is I, Paltrax Nerd, and today we're doing something different. I'm doing something that I'm pretty sure that I said I wasn't gonna do, at least internally, because it's like gonna take way too long, and I just can't be asked. That being my complete, well, obviously not complete as in, but complete for me, because at this point, I'm pretty sure that I probably won't be picking up any sort of more, at least maybe one or two here and there, but like largely, this is probably gonna be my complete collection. So, without further ado, let's go. Fable Anniversary, right? This is the remaster. Well, no, this is actually a full remake of the original game. I think I originally played it on PC, but yeah, that's. But this is kind of a special game, right? I think this obviously this is like Fable is Xbox, at least you know. But yeah, again, action RPG has a lot of focus on sort of morality, being good or evil, being and not necessarily being punished for either, but just different different paths, which is kind of cool. Because like it's kind of stupid when they offer like you can become evil, but then the game will just punish you to the nth degree. It's like no, just give people the reason to go either way, and people like, we make it a lot more interesting. So that's that. Yeah, nice or embossed, like it looks really cool. Yeah, I think you can probably find this everywhere. At least they used to be able to, but what else? The sequel, Fable 2, basically just a straight up improvement, largely. At least because like you got a bigger world. It looks better, not great, but better. I say a new. You got an animal companion, right? It's a dog now. Again, like awesome feature. I just wish it was a bit smarter. And now, so yeah, but yeah, you get obviously you got pushed a few sort of years into the future, so now you have guns. But I'm not gonna lie, it's actually probably this was my reason for buying a 360 in the first place. So yeah, like it's complete, full colored, just the way I like to say guns. You can also use crossbows too, but like there is sort of like a why would you? Because guns do way more damage. So hey, it is what it is. And the finale to this trilogy, that being Fable 3. Now this was, I mean, very mixed opinions people have on this game, which is fair. It is because it was made in like a very short amount of time, and it shows because game is kind of glitchy and kind of buggy and a bit sort of limiting. Like there's a lot of systems, but none of them are properly developed, just in my opinion. But not a bad, because obviously like I think the memes and whatever kind of blows it out of proportions a bit, because it's not like oh my god, it's the worst game ever. It's just unfinished in a lot of ways and it's kind of janky, but like it's a fun game. If you own all three, like why not? But that's that. Um, Cameo, Elements of Power, one of Rare's Xbox titles, right? After the acquisition, which though I wouldn't be surprised if this was actually in development for like N64 or something. Wouldn't be surprised. But like, because I know it's sort of the fun thing to do is to say like, oh right, Microsoft ruined Rare. They were doing just bangers after bangers when they were under Nintendo, and like I mean, y'all don't know your history. That's all I'm gonna say. Because they were spotty at best. Arguably, Microsoft bought them on sort of a downward trend. Like so. But hey, Sea of Thieves is a big success for them. So you know, I call that a redemption arc. But that is my opinion. I can just do this for some things. Army of Two, Devil's Cartel. Probably never gonna win any awards as such, but like I mean they're fun third-person shooters, especially like in co-op, right? That being also this one, not the previous one, the 48 Day. They're very similar, but like they're fun games. Like again, like you understand, like if you get a guy to play it with, a buddy, you're not gonna have a bad time, you know. So, yeah, like complete. I think this was probably the last game in this series before EA shut the whole damn studio down. Sad. Yeah, same, just different. But it is what it is. Next one being Escape Dead Island. Obviously, you know about Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide, and the new Dead Island 2 that has come out now. Those are first-person sort of survival horror, not maybe sort of first-person shooters, but sort of kind of maybe not really, but whatever. Very very beloved games. This is not. This is definitely not. This is jank. This is, I mean, like it's sort of like I sort of if they had just made it a bit more polished, you probably wouldn't have noticed it very much. Because the game is just fine. It's just kind of buggy and kind of glitchy, and sort of does that whole sort of cell shading type of thing, which you know well, depending on how you look at it, I guess sort of yeah. But yeah, it is not a well-loved game, but I'm keeping it because it's fun. Deadly Premonition. I think you can get this now a lot more commonly, but like you know, it seems like it felt like one of those games that was gonna be impossible to find at the time. Oh, full mode. Yeah, so you know, horror game. Sort of like some people talk about it, but yeah, in very sort of close, small circles. But yeah, like fun. Yeah, so you will see. You might see a lot of third-party games on this list, mostly because this was my sort of main platform for that generation. So you will see. Lost Odyssey. This was mainly a collector piece for me because I'm not really a huge JRPG fan. Like turn-based combat just doesn't do it for me. I'm not saying that is bad or anything, but just kind of whatever. But yeah, you know, because early on, Microsoft tried to appeal to the Japanese market. They tried to make Xbox succeed in Japan. They did not succeed, and we all know why. But yeah, a million reasons. But yeah, all this sticker residues, I hate it. Yeah, 3 discs, right? Oof. But yeah, full color manual. Love seeing that. Love seeing it. But it is a, I don't know, hidden gem maybe, or just a. If you know, you know. Brutal Legend. This is one of those games that I sort of like. If they can just sort out the licensing, I bet they can probably remaster this, or maybe even do a sequel. Because obviously Double Fine is under Microsoft now, and aside from like a lot of license, like obviously you had Ozzy Osbourne, like Lemmy's in it. There's a few other that I can't remember because it's been a kind of a while. I'm not sure if they actually used their actual voices, but that's kind of. But yeah, like, I mean, if you like metal like me, I'm sure you know this by now. That this game is kind of solid. But yeah, I don't think it sold very well. But you know, actually a lot of fun. Yeah. And this one is the obvious one, Halo 3. Again, like it's Halo. Solid shooter. Some say this is where they peaked. I couldn't tell you if it is or not, but because I'm not the biggest shooter expert. But yeah, I know, solid shooter. But hey, yeah. Warhammer 40k Space Marine. This came out in a very bad time for it because like THQ this THQ doesn't exist anymore. Now it's THQ Nordic, which is just like similar but in only in name. I think Relic doesn't exist anymore, or at least maybe they came together somewhere else. Because a lot of THQ sort of when they got sold off, like a lot of companies kind of went scattered. So that's interesting. But yeah, like of course, like now we are getting a new one, so that's cool. soonish. Yeah. Mm, yeah. Not amazing, but pretty fun. Wet, sort of an action hack and slash type of thing. Basically, like we got with some bullet time stuff and some grindhouse, whatever. Like it's definitely basically like if someone was like, "Hey Tarantino, make us a video game." That's basically what I ended up with. And this is the case. This case is in terrible shape. Like this is. I think I bought this from GameStop like forever ago. Like yeah, the box is like beat to shit. So, but yeah, hey, it's a decently. But yeah, very underrated. Just a bit like this whole generation was full of like odd concepts. Yeah, Bethesda. Hey, maybe we can get a sequel. Hey, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, it's very fun. I don't think it's very expensive either, so you can probably, if you know, you know. Viking Battle for Asgard. This is, I mean, it's an action sort of hack and slash type of thing by the guy that the people that have made the Total War games, which is they try to include some of those like army controlling stuff in it. It just doesn't work properly, so it's kind of a wishy-washy thing. But it's a cool game, in my opinion. Sort of very sort of stylized, sort of Viking, sort of what you probably think a Viking looks like. You know, sort of like this, which is maybe I wouldn't go as far as call it a stereotype, but like it is sort of very romanticized in a sense. But like I mean, it's decent enough, but like it just a lot of these are like first tries. That maybe a sequel you would be able to fix it, but like Creative Assembly haven't done good with their sort of their non-PC strategy games, and hell, now those aren't terribly well received either. So yeah, what a shame. But yeah, if you like Vikings, no, it's probably gonna be good. Mercenaries 2 by now a defunct company, Pandemic. This is a third-person shooter, sort of open world-ish. Tons of destruction. Like you can get like a rocket launcher and just blow everything the fuck up. Does this have like destructible environment, or am I remembering wrong? Maybe, perhaps. But yeah, like the problem because you can still get this up, but you might if you have problems getting it to work on your Xbox or PlayStation, I'm sure. The sort of like the because this had a lot of online functionalities when it was relevant. Problem is, of course, now that those servers doesn't exist anymore, so it tries to connect to them, but there's nothing there, so it kind of just like keeps spinning, and it doesn't get anywhere. So like at least for me, I had to like disconnect my Xbox from my Wi-Fi, and then it works just fine. So oh yeah, it will just be like there's nothing there, sorry, but you can still play the game. Yeah, what a glory of the purely the digital future we are heading into. But yeah, fun game, fun. Sad we lost Pandemic though, but hey, what are you gonna do? Blue Dragon, again, another JRPG, right? A first party at the time, I think. At least they bought the rights to get this done. You know, like 2 discs, which is, I mean, it is reasonably long. And like me, it was kind of big deal because this is like Akira Toriyama, like art style, so that's kind of fun. I keep looking at this because this is not the first try, first take. It is not, and yeah, like I noticed how many of my copies are the Nordic version, not just European. Because don't UK, French or Italian. There's like yeah, Swedish, Norwegian, Finnish, and Danish. So yeah, very much the Nordic version. I don't think they do this. I wonder if they do these anymore. So interesting. But yeah, fun. I'm sure like if you can probably like I'm not the authority on JRPGs, so it's a bit difficult to say if this is like super good in those terms or not. Who knows? But yeah, take that for what you will. Yeah, I mean yeah, it's just a manual that's in different languages. The game is in English, so it's kind of stupid. do I point it out? Sonic Unleashed, right? This is one of the better 3D Sonic games, in my opinion. The Werehog thing is a bit weird, in my opinion, but like it's fun enough. Like the Sonic levels, pretty cool. But yeah, this has like typical sort of modern era Sonic issues. Like the game is good-ish. It has like cool sort of ideas and concepts. None of them are properly developed, so the game kind of struggles. But hey, they're fun. It's a lot of fun. But hey, Frontiers was fucking banging, so maybe we have seen the worst of it. We'll see. And these two I'm not gonna talk too much about because one, this I think I got this for Christmas one year, and it was fine, but like, I didn't play too much about it, didn't play too much of it, so can't really give you a proper sort of things, feel opinions on it. This I haven't played at all actually. This was like an impulse buy at some point. It was like super cheap, but black and white, sad. But yeah, most of this game should be complete though. But hey, but that is that. I tried not to waste too much of your time because this was gonna take a while anyway. But so yeah, I'll cut and paste. Okay. We got Fallout 3. I think everyone has this game by now, I'm sure. It's been on sale a bajillion times. I own the physical version because that's how weird I am. Full color manual, now a Microsoft Studio, so that's interesting. This has got a lot of fans, of course. Like I said, and now it's becoming a TV show. It's like Jesus, like this has gone full on. Like interesting, very interesting, very beloved, right? Maybe some prefer Fallout New Vegas, but hey, that's up to you. Enslaved Odyssey to the West, right? That is a game by Ninja Theory, which unfortunately didn't sell very well for some reason. But hey, like because it's a platformer, action, has some sort of like a lot of cool story, but like I think it's sort of because it feels like an escort quest, which I think kind of burned people. It's like no, but hey, I wonder if Ninja Theory actually owns this IP. Then Microsoft could potentially bring it back. So that's an interesting concept, maybe. But yeah, like actually a lot of fun. Like the facial animation, and then I mean, come on, like Ninja Theory has a track record of making cool games, but not very successful. You know, very spotty. And another hack and slash game, yeah, that being Dante's Inferno. That's how much I paid for it. That is like 50 kroners. It's like $5 ish, 7. When the crown is being in the share now, it's hard to tell. But like, yeah, is a sort of attempt to make a God of War game in a sense by EA, but so by using most of because the name obviously is not that fucking subtle. Visceral Games. But yeah, you might have seen a receipt there, but that's an old one. Old everything. So, doesn't work, so try to scam me. Oblivion. Of course, you were gonna find Oblivion in here. Not my favorite Elder Scrolls game for sure, but like it's cool, good, big, sort of like I'm not a fan of the portals. The portals didn't really do it for me. They're just kind of annoying. But yeah, like very famous for that. Big open world and typical Bethesda, right? Yeah, Oblivion. It's also the complete edition, so it comes with the DLC. So yeah, Bloodstone, right? A James Bond game. You can probably assume sort of what kind of game it would be. The game is, of course, like has some driving, has some shooting, has some fighting. And like I didn't even know about this game if it wasn't for Metal Jesus. So hey, that's a dub, right? Because like these days, like if there's a Bond game, it's gonna be first person because that's the law. That's just the rules. All right, this will also be complete. That yeah. Who made this game? Interesting. Next one that being Just Cause, because yeah, unfortunately this is the classic sort of edition which I hate. Like I want to get this fixed at some point because this is gonna bother me. So right there, you know, big open world, got the whole zipline function, right? You probably are very aware of, right? But yeah, Just Cause, Deuce. Has been more in that series by now, so that's interesting. But I haven't played this game, sorry. But this is, I think I bought it at some point and I kind of just never played it because it was just, I don't know. It seemed very generic to me. But who knows? I'm not entirely sure. Anywho, let's start with. Let's see. Just instead. Yeah. So, bugger. No, wait. Anywho. Son of a. Forgot to pause it. Let's see. Then do this. This is riveting content, I know. Riveting content. Just have to adjust. So. Saints Row. The first one, to start with something cool. The first one is kind of rough. Let's be real, it's a bit rough. But yeah, like it's it's a decent GTA clone at this point. They do sort of focus more on what sort of made them interesting and special later. So as you will probably, as you probably know, right? But yeah, like this is decent, just not amazing. Yeah, sinners welcome. And then you got the sequel, Saints Row 2. Better game, much better game. And this is probably where the fan base kind of splits, and sort of obviously it gets worse. I mean, not quality wise, but sort of content and whatnot. But yeah, create a character, go through the whole thing, shoot up the place, get into crazy fucking situations. Is this way? Shouldn't be that way. Yeah, okay. Saints Row the third. Love this game. The probably where I came in and sort of played the most of. So I bought this on Xbox and I bought it on PC and played it and beat it there too. So yeah, it was a whole thing. Yeah, I think some people just felt that this was kind of a bit stupid or a bit sort of silly. It got from sort of really weird to silly. So I don't know. I like it personally, but hey, yeah. Saints Row Volition. Oh, of course, this series is obviously dead by now, so they killed it. Two fucking mess ups in a row. Not good. Saints Row 4. Commander in Chief Edition. Whatever the hell that means. I think I put period in from GameStop and I got some knickknacks. But it's very similar, just that you get superpowers. Super speed and like whatnot. You can punch people in and whatnot. Cool. Game is fun. But sort of mixed up, I think. But yeah. Then the last, not last but last, technically, whatever you want to call it, get out of hell. Basically, glorified DLC, unfortunately, because it's very similar to Saints Row 4, just like in a new location and do mostly the same stuff, just a different skin. But hey, you got a PS GAT. That's kind of cool. But yeah, like this should be. This is when they move to Deep Silver, I should probably see, because this point, like, THQ was like defunct. That's unfortunate, but here, there you go. Some license game. a licensed game, be that being South Park Stick of Truth. Special for a lot of reasons. There have been South Park games before, none of them have been good, at least in my opinion. But now it's like this is sort of a proof of that it can be done. You can be faithful to the source material. It can be as disgusting and fucked up as the show is, and still be good. Still be a commercial and critical success, which this was. So that is pretty cool, in my opinion. But yeah, obviously there's a sequel now, and but sort of like different by a different studio. Because Obsidian now is a Microsoft's first party studio, but they used to do like all this all the time, a lot of like work for hire stuff. I should probably know. But yeah, that is interesting. Has had this is like yeah. Of course, I think you can play this on like on Xbox One too, so or and beyond. But yeah, unfortunately, I bought the console version in Europe, so it's censored. That kind of sucks. But hey, what are you gonna do? Ooh, this is gonna be a longer video than my first tick. That's not ideal. Red Dead Redemption. Typical GTA in the West, right? So it is what it is. Known for all those things. Yeah, like it's kind of weird because like you have to sit down and sort of rewire your brain to play a Rockstar game because it's sort of just like the way it controls and everything. It just sometimes it's just their style. So, but whatever. Again, none. But yeah, hey. Next is another licensed game, that being Ghostbusters. Probably one of the good ones. Like typical God, but this could be just another movie if you really wanted to, and more of a coincidence. Like, because obviously I bought it on 360 intentionally, because that's the platform that I used at that generation. But since it also is on PS3, which I'm not entirely sure on which one is better, if there is one. But like it actually comes in a green case, makes more sense to me. It sort of looks aesthetically better, in my opinion. But that might be just sort of my thing. X-Men Origins Wolverine. The movie is shit, the game is cool. That's all you need to know. Of course, now you're getting a new Wolverine game in the first time in forever, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, like has the likeness for Hugh Jackman, and back this is badass. Like Raven makes good games. What are you gonna do? Yeah. Very. I mean, what hasn't been said about this game? Let's see. Start with the first one, that being Castlevania Lords of Shadow. Bought this fairly early, like pretty sure when it came out. So this is like my original copy, no like bought it on eBay later. But yeah, like at this point, I'm not sure if this actually is canon or considered canon by the fans or by Konami or whatever. I think it was only meant to be sort of Lords of Shadow, the video game, and then just made it into a Castlevania game. Who can say? But yeah, like has some platforming, has some hack and slash stuff, has some simple-ish RPG stuff. You level up, you learn new combos and whatnot. There's some puzzle solving. Yeah, Mercury Steam. I'm not sure if those exist anymore, actually. Maybe they do. But yes, it sold decently enough. So, sequel, Castlevania 2, Lords of Shadow. Same company, of course, just different and publisher and everything like that. But like I think they kind of fumbled it in the end. But this is like people talked about the first one as being pretty good. This is just like this came and went basically. So, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, that is gonna be that. Let me fix this and I'll continue. A collection. Right, remasters became more common in this generation, at least towards the end, and at least in this case, because Devil May Cry hadn't been on an Xbox before, so this made more sense, I suppose. Got 1, 2, 3 on one. So I own this one on PS2. At least I used to. So, but hey, looks better, plays better. Why not, right? Has those like, this is from like Game. I bought this from Game, like the UK store when it was actually over here. And they put this like nasty fucking sticker on it. Like you can't take it off. Ugh, poop. But yeah, Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry. Why is this backwards? They shouldn't be backwards. So yeah. And now, that's interesting. TNA Impact. I know, not tits and ass, but total non-stop action. The jokes were bound, but come on, it's been way too long. You shouldn't be about that anymore. But yeah, like, wrestling games were a lot more common back in the day. We had a lot of them. Now there's like, obviously you got 2K wrestling games and the new AEW game, and that's about it. Some sites sort of indie stuff, but you know, this is Impact, right? TNA. I mean, you got Sting, you got Steiner, you got Booker T. He had a while here for whatever reason. Christian Cage, right? You know, AJ Styles pretty famous in WWE now. He is a TNA OG in my opinion. Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe, defunct Midway, sad. But yeah, this is honestly like pretty good wrestling game. Like pretty good in my opinion. So yeah, check it out if you haven't. If you like wrestling games, check it out. Next one is the game that everyone loves, right? Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Another rare game. Obviously, they try to put something new into it, right? With the whole like building vehicles and whatnot, which you sit there and be like, that was a terrible idea. They should have just kept the pure platform games. But like, there's been quite a few on that hasn't done very well. That was just platforming games. So let's be real. But I think this is underrated, honestly. And as I'm pretty sure that Rare, so Microsoft owns this IP, they can bring it back whenever they want to, really. I'm pretty sure. But this entire back is in Norwegian. That's interesting. I've forgotten that. Yeah. Anywho, yeah. Of course, it is complete. It is in full color. Oh yeah. That's what's up. Next is Remember Me, one of Capcom sort of experiments. Because they at some point they just threw money at all kinds of rare stuff just to diversify their portfolio, perhaps. Who knows? But yeah, this is kind of fun. Obviously, like in some sense, it's just a generic platformer adventure thing. But then it also has that whole like memory thing, which is interesting. I'm not gonna spoil it, but yeah, it's interesting. Don't nod. These are the Life is Strange guys, I believe. So yeah, they have made none. Yeah, they're a third-party developer. That's that. Now, unfortunately, this is a bit of an L. Golden Axe Beast Rider, very very infamous for being not great. Even though, like, if you just ignore the Golden Axe and just say Beast Rider, it's decent, right? It's just so uninspired, but it's fine. It's it's fine. But good thing being that Sega obviously has announced that Golden Axe is one of the games that they do intend to bring back. So, oh yeah, that's what's up. But yeah, it is. Yeah, black and white, of course, complete. Bought at GameStop at some point. I must have, right? This is gonna be impossible to get out, so which is why I haven't really attempted it. Yeah, also the whole barbarian warpaint thing, just that's my jazz, son. So I'm not hard to sell on that one. So I own it. I'm not gonna sell it or anything because I don't feel like it. Lord of the Rings War in the North. Basically, and this is how I see it, right? If you ever played like Return of the King on OG Xbox or PS2, whatever, it's very similar. Main difference being is that it has more RPG elements. Obviously, you could unlock more combos and stuff in those games. You certainly could, but here you can get like new weapons, new armor. You can learn new spells. And I would say it is meant to be played in co-op, online or locally. You play as sort of a elven, so a mage, not legally a mage, but you know what I mean. Person with staff that shoots magic, to a dwarven sort of tanky champion guy, and you got your ranger, right? Bow, dual weapons usually, and they do it. Unfortunately, as I have now noticed, this isn't available to be bought anymore. So it has been delisted. But that is why we like physical gaming. Because ownership, collection, preservation, archival purposes, whatever you want to put on it, I'm glad I own it. That's just how it is. I think Snowblind doesn't exist anymore either, at least as a studio. I think they kind of got folded into Warner Brothers Interactive. That's unfortunate, but hey, what are you gonna do? Mafia Doses, right? Very well loved game. I double dip for this game because I only own it on PC. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I just chose I chose I have the original this and then this is basically like GTA but smaller and sort of put like I think it starts in like the 40s and then it ends sort of like late 50s if I'm not mistaken. So you got the cars, you got the weapons, you got the Tommy guns, and like the all that kind of stuff. And the fun part is of course that you sit in your car, you're just cruising down the streets, and you get to put on the radio, and you get sort of very much a period appropriate music. That's kind of funny. Like I saw like. I mean, Richie Valens for one. It's like I remember that song. That's an old one, but yeah, like it's very fun, very good. Well, obviously Vito shows up in Mafia 3 too, but sort of as a supportive character. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, like if you haven't played this by now, fucking play it. It is super fun. Next one, maybe we should just start with this, but so yeah, because I won Ninja Gaiden Deuces. I think this is the last game that Tomonobu Itagaki worked on before he left Tecmo, and it shows later. Let's be real. Yeah, solid hack and slash, right? Brutally hard if you want it to be, and obviously he shows up in Dead or Alive and whatnot. Unfortunately, because this was what I was, because I was going to just get like the like whatever the collection is called, but when I found out this isn't what you're gonna get, I was just like, I'm good. As the new one is like they used the one that's on PS3, which runs better, but it's got less stuff on screen, so it's arguably easier, not sort of the same as but whatever. This is like Tecmo, like they still try. We're putting some value in the box. I don't know. Yeah, Tecmo. Yeah, no Koei logo yet. This is before that. That is that. Obviously, the last one being Ninja Gaiden 3, The Razor's Edge, not the original version, of course. This is sort of a fix, a lazy one fix, but hey, I'll take it. Yeah, see Koei Tecmo. But yeah, yeah, like obviously there was a older version, doesn't have Ayane, and some sort of there's some extra missions, there's some extra bosses here and there, but like it's a better version of that version of that game. Doesn't make it great. It's still sort of pretty mid, but it is what it is. The last two, because I don't want to spend too much time, and trust me, there will be. I have to. There are more, but not right now. You will probably never see the cut. So hey, yeah. Resident Evil 6 and 5 and 6. Very hated games, which is understandable. But to me, these are just killer co-op games, right? And some other player can take control of the monsters. So that's cool. I don't care. That's just cool. So hey, I did beat both of them though. Pretty sure. That is because like I said, I think I have at least 2 or 3 stacks more, but space and stuff. So I have to copy paste and do some very minimal editing, as is my way. So stay tuned. Take it away, me from the future. Thank you, past me. Well, let's continue. Next year, one this. Yeah, I know there are. Yeah, three, probably 3.5 stacks left. Killer is dead. Sort of. Yeah, Grasshopper Manufacturers is very much is like. It's gonna feel like you're playing No More Heroes or Lollipop Chainsaw, which can be a good or bad thing depending on who you ask. But I think it's fun. So hey, I am glad I own it. And then Lollipop Chainsaw Nordic Edition, whatever the hell that means, even. Again, like I heard there's some rumors this is actually gonna get a remaster of some kind. I don't know. I'm probably gonna buy it though. This was kind of fun, but just not very, you know, bit silly. But yeah, like it's fun. Like it's sort of very sort of B movie slasher thing. Just very, yeah, complete. Yeah, swearing. Yep, bloody all kinds of things. This I own this mostly for the lols, right? Because it's so like everyone knows it's shit. But yeah, like it's just kind of fun to own because it's like, yeah, I bought this dog shit. Also, we just like playing in the sort of maybe imagining what it could have been. Almost like a Sons of Anarchy video game. Me. I also own this Resident 2. I will not believe. I don't agree with all of the hate. I think there's a certain level of just like, yeah, but come on. Probably the day I stopped taking reviews seriously was with this done. Because, yeah, like, a lot of the criticism was just kind of dishonest. But hey, yeah, it is a Euro jank from top to bottom, but it's a lot of fun. Just, has a learning curve, let's just say. Captain America, Super Soldier, probably one of the more decent licensed games in my collection. Actually, very fun. Play through this beat, not a very long game, so it's not a brag or anything, but like it's actually pretty fun. Plays very similar to like Batman Arkham, the Arkham series. You fight and you have a counter system and then that kind of stuff. It's very similar to that. Just you fight with a shield and that kind of stuff. But like it's fun. It's actually perfectly reasonable. It's not bad at all. Marvel.com. Wouldn't mind a remaster of this actually even. But licensed games being what they are, who knows? Asura's Wrath. I did buy this. It's weird. It's fun, but it's weird. And the DLC being the true ending is bullshit. But hey, what are you gonna do? Yeah. Also the Nordic version. So it actually doesn't have any English on the thing. That's what is aside from this marketing. But yeah, it's actually not bad at all. It's just kind of odd. It just gets more and more insane every fight you in. So hey, I'm probably gonna put this together because they're kind of similar. That being the Ultimate Alliance games 1 and 2. Now I am openly a DC fanboy, so this is, but I'm not gonna hate, just cause this is more this is very much of a classic beat 'em up. It feels your 3D. The third one is on Switch only, I believe, so that's unfortunate. But what are you gonna do? Also, kind of fun. It has still the old designs, or specifically the comic book design. This doesn't look like Chris Evans. This doesn't really look like Hugh Jackman. So interesting. Deadpool on the thing there. not Ryan Reynolds. But yeah, they're fun games. Totally fun games. But yeah, like I would not mind a redo of this on new for new platforms at all. Would not mind it at all. But as of yet, I am glad I own it. Because licensed games, they're like the worst when it comes to like preservation. They might just disappear like that. So it is what it is. And Dead Rising is Dead Rising. It is you versus everyone else. As you can probably, well, against zombies or stuck in a mall, and you bring stuff and you combine stuff and whatever. Right? It's Dead Rising. Yeah. Anarchy Reigns. This is kind of like I don't know, pretty mid. Fun, but pretty mid in my opinion. Just sort of beat 'em up, punch stuff, explodes things. Yeah, it's kind of whatever. It's fun enough, but it's like whatever. Or you can look up some videos, whatever about it. Shadows of the Damned. This is pretty fun though. Grasshopper. So this is Suda's game, so that is a fun sort of shooter thing. One hell of a trip. This game has a lot of puns in it. So as you will probably see if you have played it. And like yeah. Glad I own it. Glad I own it. This one is a bit weird because that you showed first. That being Witcher 2 is Assassins of Kings. Witcher 3 is very popular. There's a popular TV show. You can say about what you want about it, but like it is popular. If Netflix cares, you probably cares. So yeah. And Witcher 2's only console port is on the 360. Kind of an interesting thing because this is a proper proper good sort of complete version, very solid. Is the third better? Yes, but now it's only the first one that actually stuck on PC. But yeah, right? CDPR still does it. But yeah, have you played it? You should. It is fun. Very mature, very violent, very yeah. I mean, Sapkowski's universe is very dark, so I mean, hey, take that for what you will. Tales of Vesperia has gotten a sort of remaster since then, so this is now available on a bunch of stuff. But like, this was sort of a Tales game on Xbox. That was weird for a lot of people, because now it is permanently like stuck on PlayStation, or at least maybe even Switch. But like, yeah, gets a bit dicey after that. I feel, but yeah, JRPG, very sort of anime-esque, perfectly fine. But like, it's what it is. Oh, this is gonna take forever. I'm always kind of getting annoyed. 2-year anniversary. It's sort of a remaster of the first game, I believe. Yeah, basically. And it is that, basically. Yeah. And now, of course, we are getting a sort of a redo of the first 3 games, so that's cool. That is interesting, to say the least. Let's try to do this at the same time because they're kind of adjacent, shall we say. Family Guy, Back to the Multiverse, and the Simpsons game. They're very similar. Two sort of competing cartoon franchises and like gameplay styles. They're very similar. But like, both are good in my opinion. But they're just sort of. I do like Family Guy better, sort of as a show. Now both of them have sort of like both peaked like years ago, so it is what it is. But yeah, that is that. The Simpsons game. This I'm just gonna show because I bought like the Xbox One version, so it's better, so it's blah blah whatever. Don't worry about it. They got me 3 times. God damn, I should feel bad, but I don't, because I'm an addict. DOA 4. in some people's eyes, this is the best one in a while, or sort of where they peaked. I'm not sure if I agree with that, but you're welcome to have that opinion. But yeah, like Dead or Alive gets a lot of shit unfairly, I think. So even though Tecmo has earned that rep twice over, like let's be real. But like, because under all the tits in the sex, it is a pretty solid fighter. So it's unfortunate that that's how it is being perceived. So it's sad, but yeah, awesome fighters, fast paced. Like you can watch tournaments with this game. You should be able to, but you know, hey, sad. What are you gonna do? Let me wait. Let me take a break so I can readjust. Yep, yep, yep. Never Dead. Again, one more of Konami's, because like Konami today is not Konami then. This is kind of fun game. Like it's sort of Rebellion. Like this is the guy that make the sniper games. I think so they can make games. They're just, you know, odd, very odd game. Don't get, yeah, but yeah, yep. Burps. Don't care. Now, little known fact, I am an anime fan. Just some animes. Dragon Ball Burst Limit, right? I mean, if there's Dragon Ball game, it's probably gonna be a fighter, and there are different flavors of fighting games. This is not my favorite fighting game in the Dragon Ball universe, franchise, whatever, but it's a game that a lot of people like. I'm not gonna go into it. You can check it out for yourself, but like it is very sort of liked. It looks cool, like it looks nice. It looks, so has that good sort of flavor of being sort of making it look like an anime versus making it look like a proper sort of video game. So hey, yeah, Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Z again. Raging Blast, not as good. This is sort of not the whole sort of culmination stuff, which is a bit annoying. Also, it looks like ass in my opinion. It's sort of bleached out. I'm just not a fan of it. But again, like it's a fighter. It plays the way you think it does, roughly. I got two of the highlights. So yeah, so it's now another game which is a bit which I'm gonna combine because I can. Naruto Rise of Ninja and Broken Bonds. Yeah, a Xbox exclusive Naruto game. How weird is that? And of course, because I think this was released at the same time around as the Ultimate Ninja Storm games, so it's sort of competing against those in a sense, just differently. Because obviously they went different paths, just game design wise. This is cool because you can sort of run around in Konoha like properly. That's awesome in my opinion. Yeah, they did the class one because it's the better print. So hey, but as you can see, you can properly jump up and like do all this crazy shit. Like this is not like Storm 1. You can sort of do that, but not really. And then after that, they're all just like scenes that you walk through. Not as great. But this basically is like the OG Naruto story from start to finish. Basically, so obviously it goes up to the Sasuke Naruto fight. Right before Shippuden. So definitely, if you own a 360, you should buy them. In my opinion, like they're fun games. They're sort of just because if you sit there and like, I do like the Storm games, but they're sort of just generic fighters. This is a bit different. Just there's different flavors. So that's kind of nice in my opinion. Hey. Infinite Undiscovery. Again, weird weeb game that no one cares about. I know that's kind of mean. But again, like I was on this kick at some point, as you can probably already notice. That I sort of all those weird like Japanese Xbox games that sort of has sort of a certain flavor to them, but and then I'm sort of afraid that they will disappear. So why not get it? That's my logic, and I'm sticking to it. Next one being Risen, the first one. Everyone hates this game apparently, and I mean, yeah, the console version isn't as good. But if you want to play it, probably play it on PC or get the remaster that they released recently. But at the same time, there's also like a lot of misconceptions, right? Yes, we all saw that video by Angry Joe back then. Uh, that was the thing. Like, I did buy at GameStop, but like they folded, at least for us over here. Yeah, there's not a Western style or RPG, very much sort of Eurojank. I think you probably know already what that is. But yeah, next one, Hunted the Demon's Forge. So co-op, sort of team-based, sort of action RPG, sort of dark. Got some famous voices in it. Lucy Lawless being one that I can actually remember. That's cool. Especially if you're my age. Might be like, huh? Who? Spartacus? No, no. Come on, Xena. Come on. Stick with the program. Yeah. But I guess it kind of got sort of forgotten. Bethesda. Bethesda has a spotty track record when it comes to other games than Fallout and Elder Scrolls. Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Deuces. I mean, it's a fighting game. Tekken is probably my favorite fighting game. That is sort of my thing. I'm not very good. I'm not gonna say that I'm particularly good. I'm decent at best. But yeah, the tag stuff is just more of an all-star cast. It doesn't seem like have a proper story. Just so he like sort of stuff. Yeah, but yeah, cool. Tekken. I hate the spine for this. It's so bad. Because you look at the spine from this and say Tekken 6. That proper numbered release. Alright. Got the artwork that goes on to the spine and then boom. And here's just like white spine with black letters. Sad. There is a few of those in my collection. And they're not bootleg or anything, they're just something that people did. And I'm not a fan. Not a fan at all. And then there was time before From Software made Souls game. They made other stuff. That being Tenchu. I think I bought this because of a Metal Jesus video. So it was like, oh, that was interesting. So ninja and everything. Yeah, cool. And yeah, ninja. Assassination. Yeah, as you can probably already see. Yeah. Oh. This generation was pretty interesting, let's just say. Lost Planet, the last game out of this whole series, that didn't really do too well, unfortunately, but there you go, rather. Yeah, what's to say about it? Other than it's what it is. Yeah, I got the first one, Steelbook. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. This was sick. Or yeah, Steelbook. Interesting idea, the whole thing of shooter, and then you're in the snow, and you have to sort of manage your temperature. That's a cool idea. But yeah, cool. This was that. Trying to adjust this without falling and kill myself. Binary Domain. Not the best game, but like interesting, right? Because you can sort of support it supports voice chat in some fun ways. You can sort of command your squad with the mic. That's kind of cool, in my opinion. But hey, yeah, this has been in like but yeah, like other than that, it's very much sort of a Gears style shooter. Either you like that or you don't. Up to you. The Club. Yeah, I got a lot of weird games that I bought that I haven't played a ton of. Mostly because like there's a bunch of games that I sort of like, this game probably didn't sell too well and would probably become rare. Not that I'm gonna sell it, but just like they own it instead of having to pay like hundreds of bucks for it later when it's not worth it. So it is what it is. Bizarre Creations. That sounds familiar. Why does that sound familiar? Divinity 2, Knights of Dragon Saga. This makes me sad. I don't want anyone to see it. Ugh. But yeah. RPG. Yeah, this is so European. Yeah, so yeah, Eurojank. But it's fun, interesting. Because then you have to support the new guys or just the other guys, or else you're not gonna get anything else. So that is that. Next one is 99 Nights. This is fun, in my opinion. I keep saying the word fun because I don't have a ton of other stuff to say about it. This is basically Dynasty Warriors in fantasy. Basically, you. I don't think it's even you say. But it's basically that. You have your one guy and you have like thousands of enemies to kind of like there's a kill count and that kind of stuff. It's actually pretty cool. I'm not sure when I bought this. I bought this ages ago. Ages ago. Yeah. Fun game. Cool. Cool beans, yo. Grand Theft Auto 4 plus episodes from Liberated City. I don't know if this is my favorite. This is probably not my favorite GTA game, but like it's the whole. I don't know. It was special. We'll say that. We'll say that. Yeah, proper like all the disc and everything that had. You know, the map, got the manuals in color. Hell yeah, that's what's up. And let's start by doing. Let's see. No. So, Mass Effect. Mass Effect Uno. The first one. In my opinion, still the best one. There, sue me. Yeah, proper RPG stuff. I had a lot more of it. Like the full team. Like I think I bought this and beat it twice. One on console, one on PC. That was awesome. I was gonna get the remaster, but like I was sort of scared about some of the censor stuff, which I'm not crazy about. But like, maybe not. Who knows? But yeah, fun game. I bet Microsoft is kicking themselves for not just buying up BioWare when you had the chance. Because this is an EA game. The sequel that everyone likes, Mass Effect 2. Which, in my opinion, if you like, spoiler for some of the other stacks here, if you like Mass Effect 2, you're gonna have the rights to shit on Dragon Age 2. Let you say that. But yeah, like I mean, you get the more focus on the characters, but like they kept cutting away at the RPG stuff, in my opinion, which I'm not a fan. And yeah, the era of 2 discs to play the game. That is a different time. Kids will never understand. Mass Effect 3's, yep, got the full trilogy. Not as good, but again, this is again they keep cutting at the fucking RPG. Like, the bunch of bases now just one corridor. It's like, ugh, just no, not a fan. Don't like it one bit. So yeah, in my opinion, this series peaked with Mass Effect 1. Fight me. So I don't fucking care. Kind of fun because this has a reversible cover. So if your Shepard is female, you can have your copy look like that. But yeah, that was fine. Hey. Again, readjustment. Moving on. Destroy all humans. Yeah, like this whole gen was pretty weird, in my opinion. Of course, this has gotten a remaster since, right? Because THQ Nordic has sort of gone back and republished some of those older stuff. Very well appreciated. Haven't picked it up yet though, but because I own this. But hey, maybe in the future. Max Payne 3. Didn't play a lot of this actually. This just doesn't feel like a Max Payne game to me. This feels like a Rockstar game. But not that that's a bad thing, but hey, because Rockstar are sort of the the big dogs in this industry. At least they was at the time. Yeah, third-person shooter, action adventure, bullet time. You know, got some multiplayer stuff there as well. So that's all the typical stuff that you expect from a Rockstar game: language, violence, drugs, sex. Yeah, the whole 9 yards. I will take these in one go because I want to. That being Red Faction, Guerrilla, and Armageddon. Yeah, similar situation. This has been remastered. This has not. That's unfortunate, even though, because yeah, this is the whole thing. The whole thing was destructibility, right? You can just take a sledgehammer to a wall and just like you can blow up a base bit by bit. Pretty cool. And this one you can sort of do the same, but you can also repair said buildings. So get some new sort of meta there. So interesting, very interesting. I don't know if you played this game, but actually a lot of fun. Smash Authority. There is life on Mars. Yeah. The earlier one I think is our first-person shooters, or like similar, but they're first-person. So yes, what it is. Here's a bunch of Lego games for next. Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, and obviously now they've got the Complete Skywalker Saga. So yeah, they repackaged this a few times now. I'm pretty sure I also owned this on PS2 back in the day. So yeah, but like this was fun, but as it's missing levels from the from sort of the last gen version, that kind of soured the taste for me. So, but like, of course, it's just gonna fall out because the stem spindle is completely fucked. Of course it is. Yeah. But yeah, Lego games, and they still look like Lego characters. You know, distance. Yeah, LucasArts, RIP. But yeah, TT, which are now exclusively known for making Lego games. It is what it is. Now, this one, bit special. Lego Lord of the Rings. Awesome game. Yeah, like going from Lego Star Wars to like Lego Lord of the Rings, it's like a massive jump. Like you got more weapons, you got sort of tools to use. Like the game is bigger. You got shit tons of characters. You got all this kind of stuff, which is awesome. And at least on some platforms, this is delisted. So yeah, some places you can still get it, but yeah, like wouldn't a remaster be cool? Wouldn't that be nice? But again, that's the problem with a lot of these like licensed properties, right? Like there's too many people that have to sign off, so it becomes a problem instantly. So you know, Middle Earth and Enterprises like Warner Brothers, New Line Cinema, ugh, you know, now probably Embracer because they own the rights to it now. So, but yeah, luckily I own it, which I'm very glad of. Gimli is my guy. So yeah, interesting. And the Lego games are generally all pretty good games, so they're not like bad. Anyway, Lego Batman 1 and 2. I think this was my first Lego game, maybe, that I can actually remember playing. Or was it? Or was the Star Wars game before that? Hard to say. So this is better in every way. So, but this is sort of the foundation for what was to come. You know, it is also backwards compatible, so that's kind of so I can play it on my current Xbox. So that's dope. Got your Superman, you got your everyone else. Yeah. Got Crackdown, the first one. Bit of a hidden gem, in my opinion. By now, of course, like you know, the one with Terry Crews didn't really end up the way they wanted it to, but even though it actually is pretty good, so haters gonna hate. But yeah, fun, open world, big city, shoot stuff, jump around. Yeah. And let's start by doing yeah, and then yeah, of course. Like I said, I am more of a DC guy, and Batman Arkham Asylum, the Arkham series were bangers. This was the first one to do it all, right? Complete with manual and everything like that. And yeah, Mark Hamill's Joker, perfect. Why wouldn't you? But yeah, it is focused to the asylum, which is why Arkham City makes more sense because it is sort of a bigger world to play around in. Even has the Catwoman sort of side missions, and they had just wanted to use those. Not too much. Spider-Man looking at you, you fucking wasting everyone's time. If you know, you know. Yeah. Rocksteady, DC, Warner Brothers, all the hell. Now, there was another, that being Arkham Knight, different platforms, but that leaves Arkham Origins. A lesser known game. A lot of people don't like it, even though I think it's fine. Not great, but fine. So, have I not actually opened it? No, I haven't. I think this was a rebuy because I wanted to the complete edition and all that. So I didn't. Yeah, I used to own it in a different packaging. So yeah, the but yeah, of course, yeah, it is made by a different studio, which is why it's not as good, and it's sort of a halfway point because they were making this while they were making while Rockstar was making Arkham Knight, and that ended the way it did. So whatever. Alice Madness Returns, highly underrated because it didn't sell too well. But yeah, like it comes with the original game as well. So that's pretty cool. And apparently the devs are working somehow to try to get a third game out. Who knows if that ever will materialize? But we'll see. Yeah, platformer, 3D platformer, bit glitchy to be honest with you, but yeah, it's pretty. It looks cool. Got fun looking enemies, but yeah, it's a yeah that and yeah prototype. Activision sometimes just gets it right, and then they fumble it later. But yeah, prototype, big city, run around, have fun. But yeah, that is basically it. 18 plus, that makes sense. Especially an M rating for the Americans. But Metal Gear Rising, Revengeance. Konami, you just yeah, Platinum. Yeah, it's so Platinum's take on a Metal Gear game. So it's kind of crazy hack and slash gameplay with that stuff. I'm sure you have already seen it, heard it, played it. Forza, I mean, it's a racing game. One of the best, if not the best, in my opinion. I mean, in my opinion, like Forza has taken the crown from Gran Turismo like years ago. It just has. They're just better. No clean rules for forever. Keep that in mind, kids. Yeah, but it's a racing game. Another racing game, that being Sonic and All Stars Racing Transform. I mean, yeah, it is a racing game with a lot of Sega characters: Sonic, Knuckles, Shadows, those monkey ball thing, and yeah, Crazy Taxi and Wreck-It Ralph, some sort of side stuff, and yeah, very good racing game. And also the whole sort of transform bit. It's actually pretty cool because you're in the car and then you drive and then you hit the water, it turns into a boat, and then you gotta do that, and then it can become a plane. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, Sega being Sega, they fucked it up, and then what are you gonna do? Sega being stupid. AC, the first one, underrated in my opinion. Yes, 2 is better. Obviously, I'm not debating that. At no point will I debate that. But it's unfortunate how society, how the gaming community, how the industry has just forgotten about the original one. It's all just I hold yeah, ignore it because it's the sequel is better, SCU is better, Altair sucks, blah blah blah. But yeah, it is what it is. Fun game, cool game. Yeah. Next one is Conan. Not to be not to be confused with the 12 other games that just call Conan. Yeah, this falls under so typical, so maybe a God of War clone using the Conan IP. So yeah, it is mature, it is violent, it is all that kind of stuff. But like it is very yeah, it is something. Let's just say, but actually a lot of fun. Cool game, cool combos, cool enemy designs. Yeah. And now Conan is with Funcom. And let's be fair, they were the only ones that were making stuff for the longest time, so not a bad combination in my opinion. So that is that. Rearranging time. And we're back again. Gonna have to try to cut this out or just to do some more because I'm running out of time and running out of battery. So, Fist and North Star, both of them. Apparently, I heard the sequels only has a physical version on Xbox. That's what I heard, but I'm not sure. But yeah, like they're actually very bland. I'm not gonna lie, they're very bland games. But if you're a fan, it might make sense to you. Yeah, there you go. Two Worlds 2. Don't play it if you don't. If you sort of don't really do this whole sort of like middle market RPG stuff, you're not gonna have any fun. But yeah, like the spell combination is gonna make it interesting for me. So hey, give it a shot. Rise of the Argonauts, right? Greek mythology, warrior guy fighting stuff, doing quests. Because there are quests, there are upgrades, the whole shebang. Interesting. Dead to Rights, not a Namco game. Dead to Right Retribution. Yeah. Action game. Knight's Contract. This is an interesting game, but it seems like it's very much is a basically an escort mission, just different. But like I think I bought it, and I'm glad I did. It's a fun game, interesting, to say the least. Also, just asked out of Unreal. I'm fairly sure this is Unreal because it looks like one. Jesus, Kingdoms Amalur Reckoning. Play the remaster if you want to, because this looks a lot better. But yeah, it's kind of whatever. The story around this game is pretty interesting, I have to say. Prince of Persia, Forgotten Sands. Try to recapture some of the interest. Make it look kind of like the movie that came out. It's mixed results. Not a bad game though. I wouldn't say that. But yeah, it's just nothing special. There you go. Let's do these two at the same time. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. This is awesome. This is awesome. Yeah, they added some stuff, but like it's a way more generic. So it's. But this is actually a lot of fun. One of my very early games for the system too. So. And Starkiller is a total boss. So and Sam Witwer as his sort of basement for his character design. Perfection, love it. This is more problematic because it's sort of, I mean, you will get sick so quickly, not physically sick, but you will get bored of it because they reused locations so much you don't even know. And then got a whole stack of gears. Whole stack of gears, right? Gears 3, Gears 2, the OG Gears, Judgment. This is something else. I fucked up. But yeah. Killer third-person shooter, that sort of series that sort of defined an entire generation, in my opinion. Yeah, Marcus Phoenix is a video game icon today, in my opinion. And obviously, this was the yeah, especially the first one. Right? This was I think it was one of the first breakout hits of the system. So yeah, fun. And side note, um this is a weird story, but this honestly made me better at shooters. Because sort of you played Mass Effect and you sort of have to be a decent shooter at it. Then this helped to train me, which is kind of funny. Bound by Flame, proper Eurojank game. You probably know them for like Greedfall today, and yeah, but sort of like action RPG, like obviously more of a sort of smaller budget double A game from a lesser known developer, that being Spiders. But it's pretty cool. Dark, hard, yes, because like it's just very easy to mess up your build and then just like make it impossible to do anything. So Tomb Raider Underworld. I think this was maybe the last one before they rebooted the whole thing with the whole Survivor thing. But oh, I keep hitting the table. That's my bad. But yeah, I actually really like this game. I really do. Like you get all these like crazy locations, and then obviously Lara will get new gear, or at least appearances of new gear for each one. It's a nice detail that I've always appreciated. But yeah, that's Tomb Raider Underworld. Left 4 Dead, what needs to be said, killer co-op, awesome. Like fight, like you and a couple of guys just like killing zombies. Good time, good time. Fracture, another LucasArts game. No one cares about this game, but yeah, it has a lot of the whole environment destruction thing, which kind of made it interesting. But yeah, it's not. It's kind of generic in a lot of ways, in my opinion, but interesting nonetheless. It's not worth that much. Now this game is gonna be like, really, you buy Final Fantasy 13 on 360? Are you mad? Because it's obviously better on PS3. Blah blah blah. Which I mean, yes, it is. But like, if you buy this now and then put it in your Series X, it's gonna run better than anything. So, this was also the first Final Fantasy game on Xbox. 3 discs instead of 1 Blu-ray. It's like, man, what a difference that would have made. Also, it looks like just off the hardware. It doesn't look as good as the PS3 version, but. And now it seems like Microsoft has officially lost Final Fantasy, because deals be dealing. Yeah. Velvet Assassin, another sort of middle double A game. Sort of like sneaking, assassinating, stealth stuff. Yeah. Fun. Cool. Silent Hill Homecoming. Now the Silent Hill game of this generation is gonna be a mixed bag at best, obviously, yes. But like, I think this is alright. Not the great, but like, it's alright. Perfectly alright. Even though you clearly saw it to be like, yeah, just cash in on the name type of thing. But like the game itself is pretty alright. Now, one of my favorite games of this whole generation, that being Dragon Age Origins. I have beat this game several times on PC and on console. I've been love this game, and I have the collector's edition too. So I got it for Christmas one year. You know, cloth map and double discs and yeah, the whole 9 yards. Very very cool. Very very cool. And last but not least, Dragon Age 2. I don't hate this game at all. I don't. I beat it like at least 2 times. Like it's fun enough. But yeah, cause like I said, call back to the what I said about Mass Effect. Like if you shit on um, Dragon Age 2, you're not allowed to like Mass Effect 2. I think they were made on a sort of similar sort of time frame, so they have a lot of similar ideas. Like you notice, like you've played Mass Effect 2, you can't really control you can't change the gear. You can on the characters, sort of mostly colors and all that. Same thing, and like so they cut down on the customization and all that. Obviously, thankfully they brought it back for Inquisition, and I hope they have remained in the new one. Might not. We'll see. Even though I do not have high ups for that new game, because like all the talent is just fucked off long ago. So it's not gonna go well. EA might just lose a shit ton of money, or not. I don't know. But hey, that was my Xbox 360 collection video. This took way longer than I should. This will be yeah, this will be at least an hour, honestly. So hey, strap in or strap on, whatever the hell that one goes. Okay, that's it. If you liked it, cool. If you didn't, oh well. What are you gonna do? Later, guys, and I'll see you next time. Later.